Friends, at the outset, let me thank the Pratirodhi organizers for inviting me to participate in this, particularly on this occasion. On 14th April, it is going to be 125th Jayanti of Ambedkar, and from there, which way the nation should go, which way we all should follow, and which path we should resist. This we need to decide, because the battle lines are being drawn. And we, the Dalit, the Adivasi, the tribal, and the women who work in the fields, not only in the universities, colleges, schools, but in the fields, the shepherds, the pot makers, the shoemakers. It is these people who need to also decide which side they should go. Now the battle lines have been drawn particularly in the educational institutions. Not only just Hyderabad University, where a brilliant, would have been a Carl Sagan if he were to be alive, Rohit was driven to death, and Jawaharlal Nehru University, where instead of students, they want retired soldiers to stay there. Now the battle lines are drawn. What is that we need to resist? Whether the educational institutions from school to college to universities should produce Baba Saheb Ambedkars in this country, or should they produce Ramdevs? This is the question. A Ramdev who does not believe in book reading, who does not even believe in full dress at all, and who does not believe in mental exercise but believes in stomach exercise. And they want these universities, colleges to produce Ramdevs, who wants to occupy hundreds of acres for producing false food production. Now this, wherever the meetings take place on this context, whether this country's university should produce Ambedkar with full suit and boot or not, whether this country should produce intellectuals who challenge Europe and America or not, whether this country's Dalits, tribals, Adivasis and backwards should become intellectuals who inherit the culture of the greatest man who established the first religion of the world, who has created a civilization for this nation called Gautama Buddha. Or you want to go back to the culture of a thinker like when Europe, Greek was writing Republic, when Greek was writing politics, here were thinkers who were writing Kama Sutras. Now, do you want these institutions to do that? Should Dalit tribals backwards, having lost education for 5,000 years, having learnt how to write, should we go back to write to Kama Sutras or Manudharmas? Or should we write texts that can guide the world in a new path towards total equality of the world? The blacks, the Dalits, the tribals, whether God, whom you are telling us about God, whether God should be projected as a killer or God is a shepherd. A shepherd who takes care of every sheep. A shepherd who looks for the last one. A shepherd who looks after the stomach of the poorest of the poor. Therefore, that is what Gautam Buddha taught this country. And you are saying slogans. What slogans we should give? This land was once known as Buddha Bhumi. And then this land was later made Mata Ki Bhumi. But who is that Mata? Did that Mata teach us Sanskrit? Did that Mata give us food? So today, after 68 years of independence, we would like to declare this is a Bhim Bhumi, Ambedkar's Bhumi. A Bhumi from which an untouchable was born from shoemaking and went to Columbia because they were not teaching him here. And therefrom he learnt economics, and therefrom he learnt history, therefrom he learnt sociology, therefrom he learnt political science, and came back with a degree in law to write this constitution of this country. Nobody else could have written such a constitution. And here are the school of people who say he was a false god. Look at Arun Shoury's language. How many he wrote? Ambedkar is a false god and he is a real god. Now this is what they want to teach us. Friends, I want to promise you on behalf of the Dalits, tribals, backwards, even in the fields, we will not allow these people to destroy this nation. We will not allow these people to destroy these universities. We know what stream of education they have. They think that we don't know what their stream is. Their stream in the school level is Saraswati Vidya Mandirs. How many Dalits were educated there? Their stream in the university is Banaras Hindu University, Kashi Vidya Peeth. How many Dalit scholars came from there? Today, simply because Dalit scholars, Dalit tribals backwards, we cannot go to Oxford, Harvard, Cambridge, but we can come to JNU, we can go to Hyderabad University, we produce intellectuals from there where they change this whole country to be equal to the Europe. And we will produce Carl Sagans, we will produce Darwins, we will produce Newton, we will produce Einsteins from this land. That is our agenda. And they understood this. They understood, therefore, if you oppose reservation, they know what happens. Therefore, they want to close down these universities or bring them down to the level of Banaras Hindu University or Kashi Vidya Peeth. You know, the only Dalit leader who studied there was Babu Jagjeevan Ram for 2 years. There he was harassed, he left that university. No, this cannot happen. And I'm glad you are all standing by, and I congratulate Ashok Vaipaji for returning that award to Hyderabad University after Rohit Vemla's death. You know, we were born in caste, we know that. And as Rohit said, ours is a birth of fatal accident. Some people were born with silver spoon. But at least in the next generation, we will make this country casteless. We will make this country equal. We will make this country absolute human equals, and we will make this country, whether one is a Brahmin or whether one is a Kshatriya, whether one is a Dalit, everyone has to do every equal work. Whether shoemaking, whether pot making, whether writing books, whether playing music. That is the way the nation can be built, and any other path we must resolve to fight and resist. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I excuse your this thing because I have to go to Delhi University. Thank you once again.